So you guys announced a brand new, unprecedented feature, but so far the reactions to it are timid and mixed at best, as you can see here in the footage from the last EVO press conference. But nonetheless, can you tell us how this new feature, the dynamic presets, work?
Okay, so the first thing to know is that this new dynamic preset feature is initially going to be an opt-in feature, meaning you will need to first activate it to make use of it. Once you switch it on, it will create a specific preset applied in all instances where you are in a menu in RBR. So all of the bloom, gloom, blur and lens effects will never be present in the menus, guaranteeing for a clean look.
Once you enter a stage, however, another preset is going to be created dynamically, depending on the circumstances. Whether you are on a tarmac stage, a snow stage, what weather is currently present, is it raining, is it sunny, are you driving, are you in a replay, etc. This allows for highly specific ReShade settings for each scenario regarding brightness levels, color gradings, special effects, etc.
You can further tweak your experience with these drop-down menus and sliders in the dynamic preset section. If you are not a fan of the bloom effect, for example, you can tweak in what circumstances it is allowed to be used by the dynamic presets, only in replays or also while driving, or turn it off completely. The dynamic presets will then consider applying the bloom effect to certain conditions depending on your preferences set here in the drop-downs. Additional information can be found in the tooltips.
Another very important variable is your personal seating position. When it comes to the POV headlights, you can adjust their angle with this slider here. This should also cover all the different camera views, whether you are driving from the cockpit view, the bonnet view, or the tail cam.
And some camera views apply brightness differently to other camera views. Especially the cockpit view is prone to that for several reasons. You also have this second slider at your disposal to adjust the overall brightness of the POV headlights. You can set a general headlight brightness preference here, and the dynamic presets will then try to set the settings accordingly.
And here is a pro tip. Once in-game, Alt-Tab to the settings window of the Service Park Launcher and adjust the slider. Alt-Tab back to RBR and return to the stage. This will then rewrite the preset immediately, applying your just selected new slider position. This way you can easily find your perfect setting. And for night, there is another separate preset created by the dynamic preset. This one is then only applied during night conditions. This one will also take your preferences into account, but will not always be created on the fly each time you enter a night stage again. This allows you to customize this specific night preset to your liking, and it will remember your settings.
And how about the other improvements, the quality of life improvements that were talked about?
Yes, there are several new, more robust and streamlined solutions to the service park. For example, their advanced installers have been completely reworked, and they now only list stages you actually have installed. And you also now have indicators to tell you whether you're missing some weathers or particles. if there are new updates available, etc. Just to make it easier to track the state of your EVO installation.
Here is another pro tip. In the main menu of your service bar, there will appear an icon here at the top. If you have any outdated content in your installation, you can then go directly to the respective installer and then use these indicators here at the bottom of the window to both select the respective items. So for example, by clicking this orange outdated link, will select all outdated items automatically, and you can then go on to install them easily by clicking the install button. This should help you verify if everything in your installation is working as intended.
Okay, thanks for the quick overview. Let's get into the blah blah part of this video. Anything else you want to add in excruciating detail?
Yes, actually, the best way to experience and test this new feature is by going to any stage and select one of the hazy weathers or one of the dusk or dawn weathers. We are going to apply the dynamic presets to these weather conditions specifically for now, more as a proof of concept, until we manage to work our way back through the ever-growing stage catalog of RBR to create even more specific presets for each stage.
Yes, the dynamic presets will apply more pronounced lighting effects to these specific weather conditions that will not be present in any of the other weathers. And especially during replays, these hazy and dusk and dawn weathers will push the boundaries of good taste even more. Bear in mind, this is all a beta test for now, and things are going to change and settings are going to be altered in the future.
Yeah, the framework, however, is already in place to assign to each weather condition on each individual stage a separate ReShade preset, which can further be separated into whether you're currently driving or whether you're watching a replay or even what camera view you're using.
Yes, and we can also assign specific ReShade presets to different groups of weather conditions. As for example, we are doing initially with all the hazy, dusk and dawn conditions. Also, snowfall has slightly different settings, as has heavy rain and fog, for example. Initially, mainly to adjust the POV headlights to make them perform as expected and consistently, something we struggled with in the past.
We are already positioned to basically leave the 20-plus-year-old weather settings framework of RBR behind. We can create previously unattainable looks and effects now.
We are probably going to overdo it though, as we are known to do.
Sure, probably, yeah. That's why we're currently looking for people with experience with ReShade. It's almost hard to imagine what could be achieved if there were real skills involved in the creation of the ReShade settings.
Yeah, good luck with that. We just watched one of you being slapped on stage. Where's this music coming from? Well, let's get out of here. Anything else?
Yes. Be kind to this new feature. It's completely new and will not work flawlessly out of the box. I'm sure you can set your preferences with the mentioned drop-down menus and the sliders. But all it can do is trying to apply its best settings according to your preferences. There are certainly limitations.
Yes, maybe think of the dynamic presets as your own personal ReShade co-driver. Maybe we could give you the name so people might be more sympathetic and welcoming to this new feature. Well, let's name it Robert. Robert tries to apply ReShade preset settings according to your preferences the best he can. Sounds way nicer already.
Yeah, sounds good.
Maybe we should put eyes on the future as well. Makes it easier to sympathize with it.
Yeah, I'll put it on the maybe list.
Ich hätte nicht mitgerechnet, dass du mir wirklich da reinmachst. Passt gut.